Bill Maher apparently said something about the COVID vaccines. Let's take a look.
Because I saw in the paper today, kind of a big story, I think. I wonder how much it's going to get covered in the liberal media, because it's about how natural immunity, they did a giant study, 65 countries, or maybe something like 65 countries, many, many different studies. They looked at them all. Natural immunity, as good or better than the vaccine. Something I've been saying since the beginning, and I get called an anti-vaxxer. That's not an anti-vaxxer.
Who are the fucking, dumbass, chuds clapping at that? What the fuck, dude? What's your point? Fine, natural immunity is as good as the vaccine. Great. Is your solution get COVID? Because that's not an option for a lot of people. And even people who, are at low risk of, dying from COVID, there are still vast unknowns about, the, long-term effects of COVID. What we do know is the safety and efficacy of the vaccines. They went through, like any other medication, the normal trials. The only thing that people say were sped up was some of the red tape. It was basically moved to the top of the pile in terms of getting approved. That's basically it when it comes to being rushed out. The argument that the anti-vaxxers seem to make. I've stopped watching Bill Maher years ago, but is he straight up being the COVID vaccine is unsafe? He is straight up Fox News level talking point when it comes to the COVID vaccine? Because that's insane and a huge bummer, because I think he's gone more right-wing in the last few years, but that's not really surprising. I think his viewer numbers were dwindling, and the best way to get more viewer numbers is to become a right-wing commentator, or at least a right-adjacent commentator, like Joe Rogan, let's say. So that's kind of where Bill Maher's headed. Let's finish this clip.
This is the kind of thing, my problem with the media from both sides is not that you guys lie. It's that you tell me your side of the story that you want me to know. You don't tell me the whole story. I'd be curious as to how much play this story gets, because I remember reading that
it won't matter, dude. What does that matter when it comes to wanting to get vaccinated over a disease, a communicable disease that I just don't want to get some of the worst effects of COVID. I got vaccinated and boosted, I don't know however many times as I've been getting recommended to get boosted by my doctor, and I still got COVID, and it still kicked my fucking ass. And I'm a young, healthy 28-year-old. Yeah, I COVID fucking wrecked me. I didn't have terrible, I had pretty bad symptoms, but not as bad. I had the flu a few years back, and my symptoms there were way worse, way higher fever. But no, COVID really sucked for me. And the problem was it lasted weeks. I was testing positive for 3 weeks, straight up. And so I don't know what would have happened if I didn't get the vaccine. Would it have been much worse? And so, yeah, we all know that getting the vaccine diminishes the effects of the disease, whether you've had it before with your natural immunity or not. And what we do know is the vaccines are incredibly safe and effective. So I don't know what Bill is arguing for here. Don't get vaccinated and just go catch COVID? Except you don't have to get sick with COVID to get the vaccine immunity? Exactly my point. What is he saying? Go get COVID? A disease where we know, even in, younger, healthy people, you can still get, long COVID. There are just tons of unknowns when it comes to the long-term effects of COVID, no matter how severe your case is. What we do know is how safe and effective the vaccines are. This is an completely bizarre hill for Bill Maher to die on. And I think it has to do with, kind of like with Joe Rogan, to where you have an initial reaction and you don't want to admit that your initial reaction was wrong. And so you double down to the point where you are actively spreading misinformation like Bill Maher, like Joe Rogan, to the point where it's damaging and harmful to people. Because you're too prideful to admit that your initial reaction to this was just incorrect. Just admit you were wrong. Just admit your initial reaction to this was wrong. And they will not do that. And so they've been doubling down on vaccine misinformation. A virus was created in a lab. They released it on the world. They lied to you. They developed a vaccine that protects you. You believed government and big pharma, you bought it and got played. It's not the people who saw through the lies that you should be mad at. What? Dude. That is some unhinged shit, dude. Believer in Christ. Father, oh god. Husband, retired Major League Baseball pitcher. What? He was with the Mariners? He was with my team. He owned a 7-foot boa constrictor named Angel. What? Founder of Halo Wellness, Intelligent Nanocurrent Training and Sales? What the fuck? The purpose of both COVID-19 and the vax was to reduce human overpopulation? How can you say that like 2 years on with the vaccine? Where like, nothing's happened. Nothing's happened with the vaccine. Like, it could be 1,000 years from now. And the descendants of these fucking brain-dead Tesla lovers are going to be saying the same thing. Natural immunity means that you have to get infected first, and 1.1 million Americans have discovered that's a dicey proposition. Exactly, dude. This is actually a real huge boost to the vaccine, which gives you the same immunity as being infected. Martin and his ilk are too dumb to get this. Sure. Again, I think their argument would be like, if you don't fall into the statistical risk categories, don't get vaccinated, I guess. But like, why don't get vaccinated? I don't understand that. Enough research has been done to like literally like any other. It's like saying don't take aspirin because we need to do more research on aspirin. It's like the normal amount of research for this COVID vaccine was done relative to every other drug. It is equally safe. The big story isn't that the MSM isn't covering natural immunity as being as good or better than the jab. The bigger story is medical institutions always knew natural immunity is better, lied to everyone, censored, and retaliated against those who dared to speak the truth. I mean, I follow liberal media pretty closely, and I haven't heard anyone say that like natural immunity isn't a good thing. It just involves getting the fucking disease, and like the COVID vaccines help you get that level of immunity without needing to go through having a severe deadly fucking disease. Constitutional conservative, patriot, truth teller, make America great again. Yeah, this guy is going to be a source of rational, reasonable takes. Absolutely. The idea that something that should have been so obviously true to everyone was doubted by so many until authorities said it was okay to believe it shows just how far we've fallen. What? What do you mean so obvious? Like you may have had an inclination or something, a guess, but until like studies have been done to show that natural immunity has the same effect as the COVID vaccines or whatever, like real peer-reviewed studies, it's not right to jump to immediate conclusions. Bitcoin maximalist, dude, I'll sometimes like the amount of like insane takes I see from crypto bros is like unreal. Like half the time you hover over one of these like crazy person's name and it's going to be a crypto bro. Not this guy, I guess. Absolutely no communism. America first, get off my lawn. Imagine that summed up perfectly in this meme. How could people allow it to get to that point? Dude, yeah, this is perfect. My brother in Christ, no one's wearing masks anymore, okay? Like, was this drawn in like June 2020? Like, come on, dude. We're 3 years apart at this point, okay? And 1.1 million Americans dead apart, okay? And like this Vax ID, like, what the fuck is this like early 2021 meme, dude? Come on, man. Follower of crypto. Like I said, dude, all of these fucking nut jobs in the QRTs are always crypto bros. Like, what the fuck? Agreeing with Bill Maher was not something I ever had on my bingo card, but bingo, the man on fire. Yeah, dude. When, like, these people, man, are, like, on your side now, Bill, you have to know you're doing something wrong, dude. Look at any, like, Bill Maher video in the last, like, 2 or 3 years. It is all, like, exclusively, like, I'm a conservative. I've never agreed with you before, but you're spitting now. You're spitting now. I never watched your show. I never agreed with you before. Now I love you. Now I love you. Like, he has to realize this. He has to know he is currently on the right-wing train. When like people like Becca, What Up Wife, exclusively on Rumble are like in your corner now, you have to know you're doing something wrong. You're going down the wrong path, Bill. But really, and I mean this with the utmost sincerity, the only path Bill Maher cares about is money. Look at the way they think it's funny. Trump won. There are only two genders. Hunter Biden's laptop is real. Natural immunity is great. Masks never worked. I'm a street smart, stable genius. Yeah, dude. Bill, these are the people you want defending you in the QRTs. These are the people you want, Bill, right? Right, Bill, you're watching this right now? These are the people you want on your side right now? I just love like 900 followers, blue check mark. You know they paid for it. 95 followers, blue check mark. 116 followers, blue check mark. 133 followers, blue check mark, dude. 73 followers, blue check mark. Y'all are paying to use Twitter, dude. Because Elon Musk is owning the libs. You're so pathetic. You're falling into his dumbass Venus flytrap. He's owning the libs so that you will pay him the like $8 for Twitter Blue or whatever the fuck. You fucking mindless, bleeding sheep, dude. 193 followers, blue checkmark. All these fucking dumbasses in the QRTs. 0 followers, blue checkmark. This is the saddest thing. All of these dumb motherfuckers are paying to use Twitter. What the fuck, dude? ChicagoBoys.net? Chicago Boys. What the fuck, man? If you know, you know, dude. Fuck off. God, not government. What? What does that even have to do with anything, Mr. Blue Checkmark? 86 followers. Bitcoin revolutionary looking to restore freedom through Bitcoin. Why are all of the nut jobs also crypto bros, dude? What the fuck? It's not better for big pharma? Yeah, Bitcoin. Always, dude. You know something is wrong when an outspoken Democrat says, I'm not buying the shit you're selling? Yeah, okay, genius. Jesus Christ. This video is now turning into more of a wake-up call for people who are interested in crypto. Like, these are your peers. And this is a reason not to get vaccinated? Yeah. Like, what a dumb argument from Bill. It's too bad you have to get COVID to attain natural immunity. Exactly. If you're, like, is COVID worth something being scared of? If so, like, you shouldn't want to go get COVID to get your natural immunity. If COVID is not something to be scared of, why are we having the conversations about where to get your immunity from at all? And exercise makes you healthier. These days, we need to state the obvious. Dude, I can't. I literally can't anymore. I'm being a 2016 white girl. I can't even right now. Is this Charlie Kirk? What the fuck? Bitcoin! Always with the fucking Bitcoin, dude! I don't know what to say at this point. Like, this video is turning into an anti-Bitcoin video or something. Because, like, what the fuck is wrong with these, like, Bitcoin bros, dude? To where they're so brain dead. Like, Jesus Christ.